Hi everyone, this is the tutorial for take 2. My name is Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. The introduction starts off with a sustain chord of C sus2. We're going to bar the bottom 5 strings from fret 3 and we're going to include these 2 fingers on fret 5 of the D and the G string and give that a strum. It then just picks the D, G and B strings after that. It then goes to a G major bar chord. You could play a G open chord if you're not too sure with bar chords, but from fret 3 on the top string. It then has a little rundown of 0, 2, 0 on the open G string, fret 4 on the D string, then back to the open G string. It then goes back to the C chord, and then back to the G chord, before it kicks into the first verse. So the first verse has a intricate guitar part, which starts on fret 3 on the A string, that's a C note, and fret 2 on the G string. And what we do, we play those 2 notes together 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We then go up to this clashing kind of sound, which is still fret 3 on the A string, but also 4 on the G string. And then, that last part I just played is 3 on the A string again, but 5 on the D string. So we've got... So that's the first half. The second half goes back to that shape, but the middle finger moves up to the E string, and we play. So it's the same idea, just 2 and 4 on that G string. But then we get this other clashing kind of sound, which is 4 on the D string with that 3 on the E string. And then it resolves itself back to 5 on the D string. So I'm going to play that second part a couple of times. And then when you put it with the first part, it goes like this. And that's going to loop round 2 times for the first verse. We then get a pre-chorus. That's where there's some sustain parts, and those chords are C major to D major, B minor, which we're going to play as a bar chord on fret 2, and then E minor. We then repeat those 4 chords, so C to D, B minor to E minor. I'm going to play once more around that part. If you want to skip to the next part of the song, follow the timestamp on the screen. 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, B minor, 2, 3, E minor, 2, 3, 4. We then get to the chorus. Now the chorus is just 2 chords, a C and a G chord. And as there's lots of different kind of synthy sounds going on, feel free just to strum away with this. The way I would play it is like this. That would then repeat a second time. You could also play this part over the top of it. And so on. That would work as well. Just before we look at the next part, if you're interested in getting the chord chart for this, with the structure as well as the tabs for that main riff, and so on, then head on over to Patreon. I have a page, there's a link in the description, and you can get that if you sign up for the right tier. You can also get a 10% discount for my merch store, which means you can get access to t-shirts like this with my silly logo on. I also have cups with the logo on and beanies. There's a ton of stuff. Go check it out. Anyway, next part of the song. We then get a lot of repetition. We have a second verse where we play through that main riff again. We then have a pre-chorus and a chorus, which is all just the same idea. But then we get to a bridge, which is different. The bridge is C major, D major, B minor, and then E minor, which then repeats again. C, D major, B minor, and E minor. After that, we go to a chorus, which is the last part of the song, which is the C and the G part. We repeat that 4 times, and then it ends with that guitar riff. And so on, 2 times round, and then hey presto, you've got to the end of the song. If in any way you found that useful, please like and subscribe, and head on over to Patreon for the chord chart and the tabs. And yeah, that'll do it. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I shall see you in the next video.